What is up, Division 2 agents? This is Gamer for Life back with another Division 2 build video. So I've been getting some messages on Twitter, and by the way, if you don't follow me over there, that is the one place you can actually get a hold of me if for whatever reason you need to talk to me one-on-one, and I just basically post the most updated information on the Division 2 and also some random stuff that happens to me in the game. But anyway, after my video showcasing the two builds I'm using for the global event, they loved the Eclipse build, but at the same time, they're just not great using those skills and wanted to know an even easier way to farm this global event and, just farm the game in general going forward. So that is the build I'm bringing today. So needless to say, this is going to be for my newer players out there because this build is going to make farming extremely easy. I've always said when you are getting started on this game, we need to make it easy on ourselves. So we'll be staying on challenging difficulty because one, you can still get some really nicely rolled gear playing challenging, and what that will do is gear you up for when you want to take on the tougher content the game has to offer. So no need to make it complicated for yourselves right off the bat. Let's go ahead and get into this build. So I'm sure you already know from the thumbnail, this is your Endless Seeker build, and these pieces are extremely easy to get. All you need to do is go to countdown, because if you didn't know, you can select your targeted loot in countdown. So just put on, hardwired, and you should get all the pieces you need just with one run, because you get an insane amount of gear to drop during countdown. And of course, if you need to go back in, put on some China Light or some Wyvern for the other two pieces on this build, you can do that as well. Alright, so we'll go over this gear set. The 2-piece bonus gives us plus 15% skill haste, 3-piece plus 15% skill damage, and 30% repair skills. And then the 4-piece feedback loop. Whenever you use or cancel a skill, your other skill's cooldown is automatically reduced by 30 seconds, while increasing total skill damage and repair by 10% for 20 seconds. Feedback loop can occur once every 10 seconds. So this is why we're going to have it back continuously, because before they made a change on this build, that feedback loop was double that. So it was 20 seconds. So you could still get your seekers back super fast, but it just wouldn't be like continuously. But now that they lowered it, we will actually have seekers at all times. As soon as your seekers blow up, pull out your shield, which is going to proc the feedback loop, and you should have your seekers back immediately. And then on top of that, with this backpack talent, it decreases the feedback loop cooldown from 10 seconds to 5 seconds. And this piece is rolled, every piece is rolled with max skill damage, and all three of my mods are skill haste mods. And every piece has a skill tier except for one piece, our China Light, that has a blue core. And this China Light piece gives us plus 15% explosive damage for its brand set bonus. And this is rolled with skill damage, skill haste, and the same with Wyvern, skill damage, skill haste, and the brand set bonus for this piece is 8% skill damage. And this one piece does have 11% expertise on it. So if you had your expertise up a little bit, you could put more expertise and have your build a little more tankier. And the last thing we need to go over on this chest piece is the talent that it has, which is the positive reinforcement. Increases feedback loop skill damage and repair bonus from 10% to 25%. So giving us a lot of extra damage for our seekers. Alright, so the star of the show is the Seeker Mines. We are using the Cluster Seeker. Splits into smaller seekers to track down enemies exploding when reaching proximity. Of course, we are at skill tier 6 plus 60% damage and plus 6 cluster mines. The mods plus 6% skill haste, 1 cluster mine, and 5% damage. And this is with no expertise whatsoever. I'm actually going to be putting some expertise on this because I didn't realize I didn't have any, but I kept it with no expertise for this video just so you can see, even without the extra damage on it, this build still does some crazy good damage, especially, we're in challenging difficulty. So whatever expertise you are at, if you're at 12 expertise, you can get this up to 12% more damage for your seekers. And you OG players who may be watching this and want to try it out too, you can get up to 28% more damage for the seekers, which is an insane amount of extra damage. And you can see the cooldown on these seekers is 25.5 seconds. So yeah, you will definitely get them back immediately, since on that feedback loop, it reduces 30 seconds of the cooldown. And the thing that is proccing is our shield. Now, the main gun we're going to be using in this build is our pistol. So, having the bulwark shield is perfect. Of course, it's at tier 6, 120% active regen, 400% shield health, and 40% holstered regen. The mods, 4.9% shield health, 5% shield health, and 5% holstered regen. And like I said, the guns we're using, we don't really use these two guns. I mean, you can if you wanted to. And if you don't have a capacitor, just any gun with in sync on it would be perfect. So that's what I'm using. I'm just using a regular pistol, rolled with pistol damage, and damage the target out of cover with the talent in sync. Hitting an enemy grants plus 15% skill damage for 5 seconds. Using a non-shield skill or damaging an enemy with a skill grants plus 15% weapon damage for 5 seconds. Damage increases are doubled while both buffs are active at the same time. While the seekers are out there doing most of the work, we can put a little bit of work in with our pistol, and it will come in handy when you run into like the big heavies. Obviously the seekers, when you're talking about the heavies, you're just gonna have to wear down the heavies. It's not gonna one-shot them. So using your pistol plus your seekers to wear them out, take them out, you're still gonna take them out. It's just gonna take a little longer to take a really heavy enemy out, which you'll see in the gameplay. So we can take a look at the specialization. We are using the technician, which is giving us that skill tier, so we could roll that blue on it to be a little more tanky for ourselves. Plus 1 skill tier, plus 12% damage to drones, skill proxies, and robotics. Armor kit also applies to all friendly skill proxies within 10 meters. So our difference I have, which we are not using. Party members within 5 meters of your deployed and undisrupted skills are immune to shock and disruption. Gain 15% bonus armor while aiming a skill, plus 50% pulse resistance, and of course make sure you have the plus 10% skill damage equipped instead of the skill healing. Alright, and just make sure the guns you are using is equipped on your specialization so you're getting that extra 15% damage. So that is the build, my friends. As always, I hope you guys give this one a try. This is definitely one for our newer players in the game. This is going to make it super easy. If you just want to, chill back, throw your seekers, let your seekers do all the work, that's perfectly fine. You guys know me, I like rushing in there. So I'm throwing the seekers, I'm using my pistol, I'm getting in people's face, all that good stuff. I do try to rein it back a little bit because I want to showcase your seekers doing a lot of the work, but sometimes I can't help myself. Well, we'll see. I can't remember exactly everything I did in that gameplay, but I know myself, and I probably rushed enemies a lot with the shield. I am gonna have some gameplay doing some activities for the global event. Then I'm gonna turn off the global event and have some gameplay in a mission, so you can see this build is not just for random open world activities, but can get you through these missions in the game as well, even after the global event is over. So that's gonna do it for this video, my friends. I hope everyone is doing good, staying safe out there. As always, thank you guys for your continued support of the channel. It is truly appreciated and does not go unnoticed. So yeah, gameplay coming up, as always. My YouTube family, take it easy.
Golden bullet received. detected.
Survived. That's all that matters.
You know what we do to people like you? You're about to find out.
Detecting additional hostile contacts. Hostiles guarding location nearby.
Last radio contact with Espinosa came from a parking garage close to the shade node. Isaac has the location.
This will do the job. Everyone out of my way!
Hostile radio intercepted.
We're under attack! Intruders in the east entrance!
Look for a way down to the garage and see if you can pick up Espinosa's trail. He tends to leave a mess. You're near Espinosa's last known position. The shade node should be close.
Shade agent credentials authenticated.
There should be a terminal that'll let you reactivate the node.
Authorization granted. Please stand by. Intelligent system analytic computer reactivated. All Isaac subsystems operational.
That was the last step to getting Isaac fully restored locally. But we have a ways to go before we can celebrate. And a missing agent to locate. Continue your sweep of the complex.
Hostile radio intercepted.
Hello? Is this the division? Looking for someone?
Who is this? How are you on this channel?
A friend of yours gave me a real nice wristwatch. He's right here. Want to talk to him? If you want him back, we can make a deal. You back off and deliver him unharmed. Mostly.
They'll keep him alive. They aren't stupid. Just find that hyena piece of shit and waste her.
Agent vital signs, 0.
He didn't have to die here. That bastard can't have gotten far yet. Go after her. everything you could have done for Espinosa. That fucking hyena was toying with us. I hope she suffered a bit before you finished her off. Anyway, thanks to you, we're an important step closer to getting the Shade Network back to full strength. You did good. I'll see you around.